I'm buying 81 apartment units next to the University of Iowa. And this is in addition to the 126 units that we've already purchased in Davenport, Iowa. And so in today's video, I'm gonna talk about how we got the deal, what the numbers look like, and how you can possibly be involved with this property. If you're new to my channel, my name's Ryan Pineda. I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur, and my goal is to help people live the wealthy way. If you wanna get access to a ton of free content and softwares, you can go to wealthyway.com. So last year, I started my company, Pineda Capital, which is a fund that buys commercial real estate. And in just the last 7 months, we've been able to acquire 460 units. And our philosophy for acquiring deals is very different than most. Most funds have a specific real estate market, and they focus all their time and efforts on finding deals in that market. At Pineda Capital, we have a slightly different model. Instead of looking market-based, we look deal-based and operator-based. If we can just find great deals and great operators, the market isn't as important to us. Because at the end of the day, if you focus all your efforts on just one market, it's gonna really limit your deals. And on top of that, even if you're in a great market, it doesn't matter if you have a bad operator who can't get these apartments stabilized, or if you just buy a bad deal because you're so fixed on that market. And so for us, we use my social media following and all of my real estate connections to say, hey, we're interested in any and every market, as long as the deal is really good and as long as you are a good operator and can be our boots on the ground. And so that model has worked for us to this point, and it's allowed us to start scaling very quickly. We've had some really great operators bring us some really great deals, and all we had to do was raise the money for those deals. From there, it's our job to hold the operators accountable and give them any assistance or expertise that they need, along with communicating with our investors and making sure they have a great experience as well. And the great thing about this business model is as long as we do a great job with both the operators and the investors, they're gonna be with us for multiple deals going forward. And to prove my point, this is exactly what has happened on this new Iowa deal. A few months back, we bought 126 units in Davenport, Iowa. Chris Salazar, who was our partner on that deal, was the one who found it, he brought us into it, and we all did the deal together. And because that deal went so smoothly, he came to us when he got this 81 unit under contract as well. And we're really excited for the opportunity, not only because it's a great deal, but also because of what he's been doing on our current project. When we bought the 126 units, they were completely vacant, and it was a huge renovation. And his team has gotten to work really fast on getting those apartments renovated and soon to be occupied. Now that deal is super exciting because everything's gonna be completely brand new, and it's gonna be awesome to see it go from fully vacant to fully occupied in the years to come. But this new 81 unit deal is really different. It's in Iowa City, right next to the University of Iowa. And anytime you're next to a big college like that, there is going to be insane demand for apartments. And along with having great demand, it also allows you to charge premium rents to college students. You don't have to worry so much about what's going on in the market because kids are always gonna need to go to college, and they're gonna need their parents to sign off on them for the lease. So that means we get great protection for the rents and nice security deposits. The other part about this deal that I really like is that the apartments were built in 1992. So it's only 30 years old, which is considered pretty new in this space. Another cool part is that the original developers who built it are the ones who still own it today. So this is the first time to really come in and add value to this apartment complex. Now, how we're gonna add value is pretty different than the other Iowa deal that we bought. In the other one, we had to renovate all of the units because it was completely vacant and everything's gonna get a fresh start. In this complex, they have really high occupancy because it's right next to the college. The problem is the rents haven't increased in the last 5 to 7 years. And if you've been watching rent prices the last 5 years, then you know if you haven't raised them then, they are extremely under market value. So even if we didn't renovate any of the units and we just decided to raise rents to market levels, we would significantly increase the value of the property. But that's just one part of adding value. We do plan to do some renovations, which I'll talk about here with the numbers. So we are buying this complex for about $6.8 million. That comes out to $84,000 per unit. Now, along with purchasing it, we plan to completely rebrand the property, give it a whole new name, give the exterior a new look. We're gonna get full-time management in place and get those rents increased. And we're also gonna renovate the interiors on some of them. We plan to renovate 25% of them as a full new modern remodel, and then the other 75% of them will just be normal cleanup turnarounds. Overall, it should cost us about $1 million to do all of these renovations, both interior and exterior. So that would put us close to being all in on this project at about $8 million. Now, with the increased rents and all of the new renovations, we expect that this property will be worth anywhere from $11 to $12 million in the next few years. And if the market continues to appreciate like crazy, then who knows what it's gonna be worth. We always underwrite it at today's value. So overall, it should be a really good deal for us. And when this is all said and done, we'll have the ability to either refinance it and hopefully pull all the investors' capital out, or pull a big chunk of it out, or we could potentially sell if we get the right offer. Now, in order to do this deal, we need to raise about $2.5 million to fund our down payment, all of our closing costs, and other fees. From there, we'll get financing for the rest of the acquisition. And I think we're gonna be able to fill this $2.5 million really quickly, seeing how fast that we filled all of our other deals. So if you wanna get involved on it, you can go to pinedacapital.com and apply for a call with our team. Right now, we're only taking accredited investors for this deal, so don't miss out on the opportunity. But anyways, after purchasing this, Pineda Capital will have 541 units in less than a year. And our goal is to get over 1,000 by the end of this year. So I would love to have you invest with us if you're an accredited investor. And as always, I appreciate you for watching this channel. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.